Oh, you guys are lucky today. There's only 4 gigabytes left on my phone, so I have to make really short videos. Shout out to Few Significance 829 on Reddit, who inspired me to finally get around to building one of these for my own skill saw. Um, Basically, when you cut wood, this dust port here blasts your crotch with sawdust, which is really irritating. And Few Significance built a little metal flapper thing that fits on here. Basically, just covers this port, and thankfully there's little mounting holes here, screw holes for I think Dewalt's like official dust extraction system. I don't know. Anyway, so he built a little metal thing then with a pipe elbow that directs the dust forward. And I wanted to make a 3D printed version that I could just, screw onto my saw. And this is the visual development log here showing each prototype. The first one was just measuring really carefully with my calipers to get the tolerances just right so that I'd have something that covered the hole. And then the second little innovation here was a inner thing that kind of would fit into the dust port. Then I was like, that's so small, it's not really gonna give me what I wanted. The reason I started simply like this is to save materials. The plan was initially to just build a plate that would then act as an interface so that I could basically screw this down and then pop a swiveling joint into here that could then rotate 365 degrees, and I could basically attach an elbow that I could then direct however I wanted or hook up to dust extraction. But I got a little sidetracked. Basically, between the difference between 3 and 4 was realizing I needed to make it thicker so that it would fit better against the let me show you. It's kind of hard to see, but there's this little weird topology thing here. I don't know why they made this so complicated. Getting it to fit just right on there was took a little bit of iterating, and then I realized if I extended the size of the port, I could, improve sawdust elimination even more. And then finally, I added the two pieces together. I was really worried about this because this is one of the most topologically complicated designs I've ever printed with limited supports, and you can see there are artifacts. It didn't print flawlessly, but the fact that I could print this all just as one piece was pretty cool. There was one last little surprise for me waiting in the wings here, and that's the blade guard lever. It turned out that there wasn't quite enough clearance, and the blade guard lever was actually hitting the little thing, and so that was a problem. So I just extended the base out a little bit. You'll see here. It's just a pretty insignificant 10 millimeters, but that was all it took to get beyond that. So yeah, now I'm gonna screw this on and hopefully take it for a test drive. Now these are some really cool little screws I salvaged a while back. They're a combination Torx flathead, and I don't know if they're metric or imperial, but they fit perfectly in the screw holes on the saw. So that's all I was really after. Let's see if I can do this on camera with a wobbly, precariously balanced saw. This shouldn't be too difficult. got my color coordinated screwdriver here. It's kind of cool that if you just do that top screw, it actually just kind of slides up and down. Like, I don't know if you'd really have any need for getting this out of the way for whatever reason, but if you did, you could just do that. See, now I got nice clearance here between the guard lever and the dust director. That's what I'm calling this. And wow, look at that's a very crude, horrible print quality there, but just because of the overlap or overhang, I mean, basically the printer's trying to print some filament into thin air, and it's not really working out so great. Well, yeah, okay, nice and tight tolerances there, good enough. It's not gonna leak at all. Oh yeah, I also wanted to. My second desire was to create a vortex inducer inside so that it could actually create a higher velocity sawdust plume out of there, but that didn't actually turn out to be very practical given the design. But yeah, okay, so the only thing left to do is give this a test drive and see how it works. So I'm gonna make a big mess here on my workbench. Alright, here goes nothing. Alright, crotch saved. Thanks, Few Significance 829. I'm going to put this up on printables so anybody who wants to print one out for themselves can. Thanks for watching.